Okay, so we would have the stage one, which is your basic sloper. Now for stage two, don't forget you have your center front and we also have our side seam. Another thing I need you to note is that you can actually transfer both that into one position. Like if you just want one dart at the end of the day, you can transfer both the shoulder dart and the waist dart into one position. You can transfer shoulder dart into one position, you can transfer waist dart into one position. So I'll be showing you the different methods. So for this, let's transfer shoulder and waist dart into one position. You can do that. You can also do the single ones. It's same thing, however you want it. So now I'll be transferring both that into the French dart. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to transfer two darts, you want to transfer both shoulder and waist to the waist to the French dart. French dart is at the waist tip. So this is where I want to transfer it to. The first thing you want to do is connect the waist dart to the through bust point. So the most important thing here is the through bust point. So because we want to merge both that into one, so connect this to the through bust point, which is here. This is our through bust point. So I have to reconnect the waist dart. So this is it. I've reconnected it to the through bust point. I told you this is the most important part. So I'll merge it. Next, using my ruler, I'll connect from through bust point to the side of the waist, which is the French dart. So this is our new dart position. This is stage two. So I'll bring the stage three. I'll repeat what I just did now. First, merge the waist dart, connect it to the through bust point, and then I'll connect. This is our new dart position. So this is stage three. Next step is to cut out before we close up the dart. So we slash in the new dart position to the through bust point and stop. Next, we'll close up our shoulder dart and our waist dart. So I'm gonna close up the waist dart first. Don't forget you have to close only the dart space. You can't close more than that. Only the dart space. I'll close the shoulder dart. So check, the more you close, the more it opens up. So because we are transferring both darts. So see, I've closed up both darts. Next, I'm going to tape it down. So because we know we're not going to be using it anymore. So you want to close up entirely by taping it down. Close up both darts, transferring it to one position. So next, let me also indicate this as here. Next is to place it on another paper. So I'll be placing it on my brown paper so we can see what we're working on. Please ensure whatever you're doing, the pattern comes out as neat as possible. So you want to tape at the back, so that way, and then we'll place it. So I'm going to trim off all this paper tape that is showing. And then we'll place it down. So you see we've transferred both that to the waist. So next, what I want to do is add the necessary seam allowance. Don't forget 1 cm, 1 cm. Add 1 cm on the armhole. Add 1 cm on your armhole. So 1 cm. Add 1 cm here. And then we'll connect. So I'm gonna connect with my marker. Connect your 1 cm. So we're not adding 1 cm to the CF because center front is on fold. Kindly note, center front is on fold. Use your French curve at the armhole in order to get the curve accurately. Please use your French curve at the armhole. Okay, next, close up the shoulder dart before we trace. So I'm gonna turn this, pick the first dart leg. We pick the first dart leg to meet up the second dart leg like this. Meet up the second dart leg and then we'll trace. So now I'll be tracing on the folded part of the paper. So I'll trace on the folded part of the paper. By the time you open up, it gives you this shape, and then we'll connect. So I know you might wonder why the shape is different, like why it's going inside unlike the regular data it comes out. So this part is going inside because of the angle of the dart. Now the dart is at the edge of the paper, it's like at the tip. So if your dart is at the tip, it's gonna come out, the shape is gonna come out like this. So it is to right. There's no way you want to fold that it will give you the regular angle that your dart comes out. So this is it, and then I'll cut out. Please, please, please subscribe. Please subscribe and like the video. So I'm gonna cut out, cut out, and cut out. So I'm gonna cut out. So we have the stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is it. Please don't forget to label and write out all the necessary seam allowance. So I'm gonna draw out this so that you see how it comes out when you sew. For this dart, the fact that we transferred the two darts to one, it's gonna come out like this. It's gonna come out like this. So this is our basic body. So it's gonna come out like this. Remember we did it because we're gonna have only this dart because we removed the shoulder dart and removed the waist dart into one. So this is this. So this is how it's gonna turn out. So that's transferring into. Please don't forget that you can also transfer the two to another position. You can transfer it like this, and so you can choose whichever way you want to transfer it to. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below, and you'll be attended to as soon as possible. Bye.